Reverend Dr. Rioe Robert Cunville, ulalong nang yalam balang Kristan, ubapau hak perthai, berulaklan noh pada ngejing syak sumar, hanegrams shilong haka katnyo trik kula lengkot, hajar arpun riau, hagarta kaba prapun riau senam. Upastor Cunville udukun jong i Dr. R.L. Cunville bamkuai duar ublay, badikong Felicia Karshiyang bamkuai duar ublay. Malaka ya upastor Cunville haka katsan trik ulber, syajar kendai sepak alai kendai hadespur, haka jela asam. Ula pulih ke BD bad MTH Nasirampur University haga senam syajar kendai sepasan pupra haduk syajar kendai sepan rupusan. Bad hadian kania ula pendap ru yak MA Missions na ke Fuller Theological Seminary na USA haga senam syajar kendai sepan nyupusan. La ordeni u kumu pastor haga KJP Synod haga senam syajar kendai sepan rupun rio. Bad haga tu kopor udan haga balang Presbyterian umpanai kabahap mentah ke jela asam. Hadin kani ulara noi kekerteng syaka balang Presbyterian lat mkra hak senam syajar kendai sepak kendai pupra. Ulalong noi kai hak cara Theological College seora bad ulah tre sausnam komu Youth Secretary ke National Council of Churches. Bad ulalong upastor ru hak Union Chapel Calcutta la sausnam. Hak senam syajar kendai sepak nyopunyo u Dr. Billy Graham ulah kot ngobha ya upastor Cunville bani trelang bad haduk ke kelemat syabun klat noru udang tray bad ke Billy Graham Evangelistic Association menyalap ya ke Gospel of Jesus Christ hakeleng ke perthai. Hak senam arajar shipo ulah syajiat komu presiden ke United Bible Societies balajit biang yu hak senam arajar ke Nrio sana kebentahan rusnam. Hak senam arajar arpulai ulah syajiat pat komu presiden ke Emeritus United Bible Societies. Hagapor menstep la sedang ya kejingnya seng hagi yengsa jong Reverend Dr. R.R. Cunville ha apa la cumia. Bad hadian gene kejingnya seng la rano akamet jong u syaka yeng mania jong kabalang Presbyterian lat mkra. Hagabala penlong ya kejingnya seng ya kabalawan mani shimbenta daki pad runget kabalang Presbyterian kihe kihan kinong elam jong balang boper bad kiwe kabalawan na kelengkari India bad kabalawan na syabari rukumjo. Ya gene kejingnya seng la penya do moderator ka KJP Synod Pedang u Reverend T. Kongji. Balayo ke jingkeran na ke Dr. Elaine Duncan ke bamikmat ya ke United Bible Societies. Nang ta no kun ksio jong Billy Graham u Roy Graham. Balayo ru ke jingkeran na ginong mikmat na ke Presbyterian Church of India ke KJP Synod Pedang. Kad bau secretary ke balang Presbyterian la mkra utaman basan si dingdo. Bala jingkeran halor ke history syapang u Reverend Dr. Rioe Robert Cunville. Hak jing syakri u yo blay ya ke balang bat kamtam hak bandit yalap ya ke ketian ublay hak leng ke perthai. Kinong keren kila perto ki kam ki barat ba jong u pastor Cunville bo long shisha u missionary ubla tre Shidram hak bandit yalap ke ketian ublay hak leng kiri. Baru long ubrio besngoret bat ublay ya de ke kejat de leng kejaka bandit yalap ke gospel. Bat wada pedeng ke jengnok kerta ulah yai beteng man syakri ublay bandit yalap hak leng kejaka. Ilaong ru bulong unong keren ubat tebet berkekubor ke usam kalong ke kordor bat ke baklan.
Of Robert's name, because that was the name we knew him by. And I want to just really tease out something of his character and what we appreciated about him, just using these letters of his name. You'll probably be very relieved that he didn't have a much longer name than Robert. So we start with R. And the first thing that we note about him was his reliability. When he was appointed to be the president of the Bible Society here in India from 1996 to 2000, and then in 2010, when he was appointed as president of the global work of United Bible Societies, we knew that he would turn up at events. Whenever he was needed, he was there. He was so reliable, and he was so reliable that, and so appreciated for the humility of his service, that after his first term as president of the United Bible Societies, we appointed him for a second term. I don't think we've done that with anybody else, maybe. And then when his kind of formal position ended, we made him President Emeritus, because we just didn't really want to let him go. That's how precious he was to us. What about O? O represents his openness. Robert had an open heart, and it drew people in. He was at ease with people. He could speak to anybody, and usually did. And he was so warm. He had such a sense of fun. I was so delighted when his granddaughter mentioned that in her tribute earlier, because you could probably now, those of you that knew him, you could hear him laugh. His laugh was so distinctive. But his openness was also an openness to the Holy Spirit. He was eager to know, what is God doing? And how could he be a part of what God was doing? We appreciated his spiritual sensitivity. B is for bravery. You see, Robert was prepared to confront hypocrisy. He was not afraid to hold back if he thought that you were doing something that was a little bit out of line, or if it wasn't in tune with what you claimed to be. He would happily speak truth, always graciously, always gently, but you knew where you stood with Robert. And there are not many people today who express that courage and that bravery in relationships.
You did not just share him with the world. You were his great ministry. He loved to pour into you. He loved to continue to speak about you day after day when I was talking to him. You will not see the fullness of what your father, grandfather, great-grandfather really has done until you get to heaven. And when God blows the final trumpet, you will one day see the crowns that will be thrown, that he'll be able to throw at the feet of Jesus. It is my honor, not only with my words, but to live a kind life that he showed us. Lives that are marked by faith, humility, and love. May God grant great comfort, peace, and hope to all who are mourning him. As I close, I want to speak about I'd like to speak not just about a man in this world, but about a friend I knew. Robert didn't just work at our ministry. He was the last evangelist that my grandfather hired that is still working or still alive. I say still alive. He came to work for our ministry before I was born. I wasn't even born yet when he showed up. That's almost 50, that's been 49 years this year. The man served one faithful ministry.
Nalor kijingkran la yoru kijingruai naga choir jaka balang Presbyterian la imkra ban pastor Terence Wanshong. Ubalruai kijingruai kaba pastor Cunville ujusnuk nat maha. Bat hadian bala pendap kijing long ya kijingnya sang hayang mania tara no ya kamet kebasa jong pastor Cunville sya ulum jeng tap kabalang ngebedan halau jenrio. Ha kabala pendap ya kijing la niam bala Tep Don Burom ya uni unong yalam.
If this world from you withholds some of its silver and its gold, and you have to get along with meager fare, just remember in his word how he feeds the little bird. Take your burden to the Lord and leave it there. Leave it there. and leave it there. If you trust and never doubt, He will surely bring you out. So take your burden to the Lord and leave it there. If your body suffers pain and your health you just cannot regain, and your soul is almost sinking in despair, Jesus knows the pain we feel. He can save, only Jesus can heal. So take your burden to the Lord and leave